Reverend Dr. Raymont Anderson is an ordained Centers for Spiritual Living minister serving the Center for Spiritual Living Greater Baltimore community as our spiritual director. As a lifelong learner with a passion for self development, personal transformation, transmutation, and transfiguration, he has frequently been referred to as a Renaissance man and visionary New Thought leader who makes complex metaphysical concepts readily understandable and applicable. His mission is to live, move, and be an active member of society who serves to educate, elucidate, and emancipate people and communities to awaken and empower themselves. ACTIVE is an acronym that stands for authentic, compassionate, transparent, inspired, vibrant, and empowered. And he continues to live his bliss as a teacher, minister, author, workshop and seminar facilitator, visual artist, ASL interpreter, and ASL performing artist, mentor, father, grandfather, and more. All right, I give you Spiritual Director Reverend Dr. Raymond Anderson.
Namaste and greetings, everyone. So, we continue this conversation about the body, and today we are specifically expanding from the concept that the body is a powerful tool for the divine, manifesting whatever is imprinted in first cause. We can work both from a top down approach, mind to body, or for a bottom up approach, body to mind. It's another reason why I reference being open at the top and the bottom. Just saying. To experience the reciprocal, or as Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. would say, the experience, the relationship of mutuality, this reciprocal relationship with God to itself through the body. Your body is a communication device. Yes, your body is the self. Okay, let me stop. Your body is a communication device with your inner thoughts and God. Use it. Use it. Doesn't Ricky sing a song? Use me, oh God. Okay, I'm not gonna sing. I'm gonna leave that to Jesse. Leave me alone, Tracy. I hear you mumbling. We can use our bodies to feel into the holy moment before us, which is exactly what Sue did for the pre-service meditation. So if you weren't here for it, make sure you tune into the recording because it's a not to be missed opening meditation and Jesse's opening pre-service music. So come on, come on. So where was I? Into the holy moment before us, becoming completely present to the here and the now. Our bodies are more, check this out, because we often talk about God being in us. Our bodies are more than containers walking our consciousness around. Our bodies are the exact point in space and time where we are pressed from limitless potentiality and possibility into this perfect and precise expression, God incarnating itself. Breathe. Ernest Holmes says, the physical body exists that the soul may function on this plane. Body is not an unreality, quite the reverse. It is a divine and perfect reality when rightly understood. And therein lies our invitation to rightly understand that this body temple is God in expression. It's not Oh, I have a soul, and my body contains my soul. Sort of like a hot dog bun and a hot dog. My soul resides within. No. Because, see, if you break it down to the molecular structure, the bun and the hot dog have molecules. And those molecules are the same. They're molecules bouncing, pinging, atoms, nucleus, electrons, all that stuff. Your body is at its atomic, divinely atomic structure. It is God expressing itself, not body, separate, soul, spirit. Body, soul, spirit, consciousness, the divine, the source, the force, and all of it is all expressing all the time. When we understand and are aware rightly, breathe. So we often, this is one of the things I love about words, because we often use the word body, our body. Today we're talking about our body, listening to our body, my sexy body. Like we talk about all, it's Jesse's fault. Like we talk about all this stuff about the body, but keep in mind, body is used in a variety of ways. For example, the Alvin Ailey Dance Company has an amazing body of work. What does it mean? In using it that way, what does that mean? I did not realize that Lake Erie was such a massive body of water. What does that mean? Does it mean the same thing that body of work means for the dance company? The student body unanimously voted for a new class president. Hey, it's that word again, body. Why, Marcia. I'm confused right at this moment because you are using the same word and you are using it differently. Please explain. So if we look in the dictionary, we find generically and generally body, a full or substantial quality of, a large or substantial amount of something, a mass or collection of something. So this body, a full or substantial quality of cells and muscles and tissues, etc. A large, substantial amount of something. Flesh, blood, nerves, etc. A mass or collection of something, right? Like we understand that this thing can be viewed. You've seen the slides and whatnot in previous services where I showed the nervous system, the circulatory system, the skeletal system, different systems, all within one body, all that have back of them a divine and spiritual template that is outpicturing, expressing as each one of these things that come together to form your body temple. In the same way that your home, your house, your apartment building, the CSL Greater Baltimore Practitioner Retreat Center, aka Sue's house. So it is also made up of a variety of, there's the foundation and what goes into the foundation. There's the wood that goes into structure. There is plywood. There is drywall. There is paint and tiles, the tables and counters, all of this stuff, windows through which we can see the rising and setting of the sun and the trees, windows and doors through which we hear the tweet, tweet, tweet of the birds early in the morning, right? All of that makes up this beautiful, amazing structure. It's no different than your body. All that you are goes into this. But see, where we mess up is we segment and compartmentalize various aspects, which is why when Jessie got to that part in the song where she was talking about, I wake up early in the morning as sexy as can be, right? And we're like, whoa, and we resist that. Embrace your today. I declare today to be sexy Sunday, Soulful, spiritual, sexy Sunday. Let the S's roll off your tongue and off your hands. Let yourself embody what that means. Being God is sexy. Recognizing that you are love made flesh is sexy. See, we vilify that word and that concept rather than embrace it and embody it. Become what that is. Not what the world wants to judge and say that it is, but what we recognize in consciousness what that means. Breathe. Breathe again. Breathe again. I want to feel the energy. I want to feel it like I felt it in the meditation and the serve in service spiritual practice and Jesse sing. I need to. There you go. There you go. I felt it there. I almost felt like Tinkerbell and Peter Pan. I need you to clap to bring Tinkerbell back to. Breathe. Breathe. I hear Tracy clapping. Thank you, Tracy. The fairies are here. Watch it. So Mark Nepo says. Not only is it sexy Sunday, it's silly sexy Sunday, or it is sexy to be silly on Sunday. I don't know. Anyhow, Mark Nepo says, how do we begin then to inhabit our destiny of being here now? I believe it starts with, reverence and listening, with honoring every bit of life that we encounter. Ooh, reverence. Are you ready and willing to revere your life, to revere life in all of the ways that it shows up, listening to all of it everywhere it shows up, whether it's that bird, whether it's the ripples on the river as another boat goes by, whether it's eating quinoa and feta cheese. Oh, I had a flashback. Sorry. And brownies. Oh, listening to all of it, being present to all of it. Breathe. Because that's, according to him, I believe it starts with this. It starts with this. Breathe. Because that's our invitation. If we're really going to dive into this, then we are being invited to listen. Listen, for example, here you have a group of board members. But what happens if there's a board of directors and somehow, for some reason, not everyone is being listened to? For some reason, there are only 2 out of this 5 who their information matters. The other 3, ain't nobody trying to listen to you. Do we do that with our body? Do we do that? I don't listen to my intuition. Whatever that red flag is, whatever that, hairs on my neck, whatever that feeling in my stomach, whatever that is, I don't listen to that. The only thing that I listen to, Captain Kirk, is logic. It is highly illogical, that, right? Do we do that? Do we go into that space of, I don't listen to that other stuff. It's meditation. Thank you for offering meditation, Sue, but that's too airy fairy for me. Do we do that? Yes, we do. Now, not saying we do it, but we know that there are those who do it. Rather than listening to all of, in the same way that if you play a sport, don't all of the people on the court, including those who are watching from the bench, don't they all need to listen to what's going on in the game? Listen to the sound of the ball dribbling. Listen to it with their eyes as they see. Listen to the feel of air as they feel the person behind them trying to move in to get the ball or to maneuver the hockey puck. Don't they all have to listen to all of it? Because if you're not listening, then are you really playing a team sport? Or are you simply playing, it's all about me and what I'm doing? Yes, it's a quartet, but I am the violinist and only my violin matters. Yeah, it's a choir and we're supposed to be a chorus, but I'm the soloist. So I don't care what anybody else is singing or doing. Well, then there's no need for us then. Exactly. Well, then it's not a choir. Exactly. But even if you are a soloist, do you not also have to listen? Because Jesse can attest to this. When performing, there are certain speakers that are put on the stage to put sound back to the person on the audience, the person on stage, so it's not facing the audience, but the person on stage can hear what they need to hear. Or there's earbuds in or something in the microphone. What did you say? Hold on, I'm getting an announcement from the office. Tracy is saying, I'm in service right now. Okay, thank you. It happens when I put my finger in my ear sometimes. They all, she's laughing at me. They also must be listening. Everyone in the orchestra listens. Everyone on stage listens. In an improv, a jazz improv, everyone is listening to how the music is changing. Dancers listen to how the choreography, I'm listening to how my partner, my co-conspirator of dance is shifting their body weight so that I can balance. It's listening. Otherwise, it's not a team effort. Do we see our body as a team effort? So that we listen to every aspect, that pain in the neck. Am I listening to it? Is that the violin that's out of pitch? Something needs to be changed, resined, something. Oh, oh, what is that pop? Do I listen? There are times that when we're driving, Tracy and I, and Tracy will hush me. I'm like, what? And she's listening because she's unsure if the sound that she's hearing, one, is coming from our vehicle or another vehicle. And if it is in fact ours, what does it sound like? And where does it sound like it's coming from? That means Tracy's ears are attuned to me talking when I'm talking, the radio when the radio is playing, as well as other sounds that are going on. So she is able to, that doesn't sound normal, natural, or regular right now. Let me turn this down, turn him down. Ooh, I don't have a volume button strong enough right now, but turn him down so that she's laughing again, so that I can truly tune in and listen. Do we do the same thing with our bodies when our bodies are communicating to us? Ernest Holmes says, body is mental and spiritual. In the Kabbalion, one of the very first lines, it says, this is a mental universe. It's all mind. The body is mental and spiritual. Body is not to be denied. We are to affirm. Do I need to say it again? We are to affirm that body is a combination of spiritual ideas harmoniously expressing life. Spiritual ideas. The body is a combination of spiritual ideas that are harmoniously expressing life. Are we in tune with that? Are we singing that song? Are we in resonance with that? Because if we're not, then we're that random soprano singing off key. Joyful, joyful, we adore thee. Tracy's screaming, stop, stop, stop. What are you doing? What song are you singing? Right? We must be willing to affirm the spiritual ideas that are harmoniously expressing in, through, and as us with each breath, each thought, each individual human interaction that we engage in moment by moment in this present now. Because yin yang are not separate, nor, and while, the story of Peter Pan is he's chasing his shadow because it somehow got away from him, we understand and recognize that that is not possible. Your shadow does not leave you. If there is a light that is casting, then your shadow is connected. Have you ever seen one of those videos where the little kid is trying to step away from their shadow, and because they can't get away from it, they cry because they want to leave it? How many of us do the same thing with various aspects of our lives, various aspects of our bodies? We want to leave it, leave our sexiness at the door, leave our divine gorgeousness at the door, rather than embody it and embrace it. When last week the slide was fading into this woman, giving herself the space to affirm, namaste herself. I see the divine that is me sees itself in, through, and as you. So when you see yourself in the mirror, do you recognize your own divinity? Are you able to acknowledge and affirm your own divine power, presence, gorgeousness, your spiritual sexiness, your physical sexiness, your godliness? Are you able to do so? Or when you do so, and you hear your body saying, hey, hey, can I tell you something? Well, yeah, I'm busy right now, so no, not right now. But it's very important, and you will benefit from it. Yeah, I hear you, but how smart are you really? I mean, you're just a body. Why should I trust you? All you are, you're a meat suit. You're not my soul. You're not my spirit. You're just a meat suit. Now, notice with each denial, there's something that vanishes. Can you just leave me alone right now? I'm busy. But, I have spiritual work to do. I don't have time for body work. The body weeps the tears that the eyes refuse to shed. Navajo proverb. Breathe. What are you denying your body the opportunity to experience, thereby silencing it? Why do we not listen to our body's divine and innate wisdom? Breathe. Ernest Holmes says, if the spirit or divine intelligence has seen fit to, and he says, give us, I'm changing that, Reverend Ray remix, Sue. And I know you enjoy the Reverend Ray remixes. If the spirit or divine intelligence has seen fit to give itself as us a physical body, it would be absurd to think of the body as an illusion unworthy of our attention. Rather, we should think of the body as a spiritual instrument now. Now, we know that there are those who refer to the body as an illusion. It's that thing to be denied. And if we think about this word, anybody know what this word is? You know what this word is, Tracy? She said, no. Silis. It is a instrument used not just in Catholicism, but it originally began as a garment, an undergarment made of coarse hair or animal hair. It was a hair suit. How sexy is that? Used in some religious traditions to induce some degree of discomfort or pain in order to bring about repentance and atonement. It is a form of mortification. Whoa. Pump your brakes, pump your brakes. You mean people would purposefully make themselves uncomfortable in some form of manner because they thought it would cleanse them? Yes. Mortification, the action of subduing and denying one's bodily desires and feelings. There are those who whip themselves and train children to do it at an early age. Whip your body and make it suffer because it is not worthy. It is not worthy to feel what it feels. It's not spiritual to feel it, so beat it out of you. Even the Buddha got to a point. Even the Buddha reached a time in his life where he believed, because it's what he was taught, that to deny the body would give him the enlightenment he sought. And then he realized, oh, no. It's the middle path, the middle way. You do not need to deny this or overindulge in that. It's the middle path. Where in our lives today are we engaging in some form of 2022 mortification, where we are beating the sexiness off of us and out of us? How dare you think you're that pretty, that gorgeous, that handsome? Eh, that's not spiritual. It's disgusting. How dare you gain that much weight? That's not body shaming. How dare you wear that? Why would you ever piercings and why tattoos and ink? And we shame and we blame. We play that game until such time as we then embody it and we continue to flagellate our own selves. Every time we look in the mirror, every time we have to adjust and readjust. I think I need Botox or something. A bow tie. Is it bow tie or Botox? Whatever. And is Botox? I need a bow tie. I need a bow tie in my lips because I want them to pooch. And right, you follow me. Why do we do that? Because we have adopted the consciousness that says, you're not good enough. You need to change something. You're not godly enough. You need to repent. You need to atone. You need to suffer into salvation. What? What in the breathe? Because we are invited right now, right here and right now, to release that. As Adrienne Marie Brown says, we have been raised to fear the yes within ourselves, our deepest cravings. Raised to fear. But once we recognize those which do not enhance our future lose their power and can be altered. We have the ability to choose between what is non-life affirming and what is life affirming. And we get to use the creative process to modulate, to shift, to change. Spiritual alchemy. We get to turn lead into gold, recognizing that it's all God and it's all good right here and right now. To release and relinquish, or at least work through the fear until such time as we fear less. See, fear less doesn't mean fear none. It means fear less. You fear a 10, then be fearless to a 9. Be fearless to a 7. Be fearless to a 5. Fearless to a 3. To a 2. Now, because we're not going to fear none. We are not made to fear none. Fire, falling from an airplane without a parachute, there are certain things that the body is intelligent enough to be like, whoa, whoa, danger, Will Robinson. This is not normal or natural. It's quicksand. This is not normal or natural. It's a car crash. This is not normal or natural. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm driving on a dark road and deer keep darting because it keeps us alert. But can you get the irrational fears, the trained fears, to be less and potentially zero? Breathe. Recognize right here and right now, in the same way that I said, skeletal system, muscular system, nervous system. Your divine body temple, your home, your apartment, your car is made up of various systems. Keep in mind right here and right now that you are an infinite multi-being, not like a multi-grain cereal. Tracy loves those. Not like that. You are an infinite multi-being. What do I mean by that? I mean right here and right now, you are multicellular. You are multifaceted. You are multidimensional. Breathe that in, because you are all of this and more. That's just 3 of the multis that I selected to share. You are this and so much more. There is no reason to fear your divinity, your sexiness, your godliness, your power, other than the fact that we are raised and trained to do so. Breathe. Sonia Renee Taylor, when we liberate ourselves from the expectation that we must have all things figured out, we enter into a sanctuary of empathy. See, we don't have to have all the answers, which many of us do our best to do. But I need to know why. I need to know how. I need to know what. I need to know when. I need it all right now. Well, there is a part of you that already has it right now, but you don't need to know that right now. You have access to what you choose to have access to, what you desire to have access to right here and right now. Stop putting the expectation that I have to, all of the conditions, Captain, in order for us to be able to beam Mr. Spock back on board, all of the permutations must be perfect. But Jim, what I'm asking of, breathe. There's a difference between being perfect and being perfect. You are a perfect being, and you are perfect in that. And yet, the expression at times is going to be imperfect. And that is perfect in and of itself. Release the expectations that you need to be perfect based on their definition of perfection. Breathe. This week's practice. What does it mean for you to fully integrate and listen to your entire body as a spiritual expression of source intelligence? And 2, have a conversation with 3 people about your challenges with being in your body, inhabiting your body. For example, are there aches and pains, physical health concerns and challenges, sexual desires, weight, some physical feature? Maybe it's your nose, your chin, your love handles, etc. Is there something that causes you to feel challenged in some way where you cannot fully love and appreciate and revere yourself? Continue this conversation with these 3 people by sharing some ideas of how you might shift, integrate, embody, inhabit more fully, more presently, more compassionately. Then do some form of spiritual practice together. Pray together, meditate together, walk together, break bread together. Or as Jesse always has us do in one way, shape, or form, sing together, harmonize together. Breathe. This week's affirmation declaration, if you feel in alignment with me, I will say it first. And if you feel, yes, I'm right there with you, then on the second go round, say it together with me. I listen to my body, knowing it is speaking as God. Together. I listen to my body, knowing it is speaking as God. Breathe. So at this moment of service, we anchor as we close this thing called service. As Tracy opened, happy Pride. Happy Pride for all of the ways that we show up. It's one of the amazing things about the LGBTQ community. If you have ever been to a Pride event, you see all manner of expression, all shades, all sizes, all ways of dress and appearance, all of it in divine expression and magnificence. As RuPaul says, you're born naked. Everything else is drag. Right here and right now, we are the divine expressing itself in gorgeous gloriousness. And as service comes to a close, this glorious goodness, this grand extravaganza called life continues forever. Because this way that God is ever in service to itself, through itself, about itself, by itself, for itself, that service continues. And it continues as you, as me, as each one of us, as we go out in the world and smile, as we go out in the world and hold a door open, as we tip the server at a restaurant, as we let someone move in to traffic in front of us, as we show up in the world, head held high, heart full to overflow. We bring this teaching to the world. That's how we create a world that works for all. Breathe. The law says yes. And because the law says yes, I know that this entire service is answered prayer and continues to be that, because it's already done in the one mind, in life itself. And because it's done, it's already answered prayer right here and right now. So I let it be exactly that by declaring and saying, and so it is. Namaste, blessings, much love. See you soon.